Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm going to do a little science experiment. We're going to talk about density, the density of some liquids. I have water in my bottle, I have oil in my cup, and I have red food coloring dye that will color this. We're going to make a lava lamp. When I was a little girl, I loved to sit at my grandmother's house, or my great-granny Griffin's house, and watch her lava lamp. She had a lava lamp on a table, and she would plug it up, and as it heated up, all these dark red bubbles, and that's why I chose red, because hers was red, would go up and down and up and down. I would just sit in the chair, and I was mesmerized by these bubbles. Well, PBS sent out this email, and it had directions on how to make a lava lamp. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. And then Dr. Green wanted us to make videos. So I said, okay, I'm going to make a video on how to make this lava lamp. What fun. And also it takes me back to my childhood at my Granny Griffin's, which was a very, very special time for me. So back to density, which is the point of this science experiment. Water has a density, oil has a density, and food coloring is going to have a density. Now we're going to see which ones are more dense when we put them together in this bottle, which will, in the end, be our lava lamp. We also have a little special ingredient, which will seem a little magical, but it's really not magic, because it has a little special thing that it does when you put it in. You've seen the commercial plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Well, it's going to plop and fizz, and it's going to be what makes our lava lamp come to life. So first of all, the directions say, whatever bottle you use, you can make a larger one with a 2-liter or 1-liter Coke bottle or something like that. But fill it a quarter of the way with water. And then you want to slowly, not pour it quickly because it'll make it mix up too much. You want to, ooh, I spilled a little bit. Pour it slowly into your bottle and fill it the rest of the way, kind of to the top. And I don't know if you can, I can see it on the video, so I think you can. You can see the water at the bottom and the oil at the top. So the oil is going through the water a little bit, but it's bouncing back up to the top. So the water is more dense than the oil. Density of a liquid tells us how compact that liquid is together. And second graders, if you remember in our class when we studied matter, we talked about the density of matter when we talked about all the molecules and how closely they are packed together. Remember gas, all the molecules were spread apart. Liquids, they were a little closer together. And then solids, they were packed tight. They were very, very dense. Well, even in liquids, they have a different density. So the water is denser than the oil, or the oil will go through it to the bottom. Okay? So we see our water's on the bottom, less dense. Our oil is above the water, a little more dense. Now, remember I chose red for my lava lamp because my Granny Griffin's was red and I liked it so much. Now the directions say put 5 drops of red food coloring. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now look at those red bubbles. They fall through the oil, so that tells us they're more dense than the oil. Their molecules are closer together than the oil molecules, but did they go through the water? They did not. So they must be, the water must be denser than the food coloring. Very cool. Okay, now for the magical part, which really isn't magic at all, but it just makes it look fun. So first, before I do this, I want to remind you of the directions. A quarter of a cup of water, a quarter of the container with water. And then you fill it the rest with oil, 5 drops of your favorite color, and then 1 antacid, like Alka-Seltzer, because it's got a fizz. And you drop it in, and then that's going to make all this start working together. And that's the fun part. The science part is that we learned the word density or dense, how dense the water is. The water is more dense than the oil. The food coloring is more dense than the oil, but less than the water. So we learned that. And we're going to drop it in and we're going to see all the fun science come together and the action take place. Watch it. Now it's fizzing. Look at that color break up. And it's making all those bubbles break apart, and they're going to start going up and down, up and down. And you have red bubbles floating around. We made a lava lamp. Boys and girls, I miss you so much. I miss my second graders that are in my class. I miss the second graders I see in the hallway. I miss the first graders that I see. I miss those wonderful pre-K and kindergartners I see walking in a straight line in the hallways, so quietly with their hands behind their back, following all the rules that we have at school. Y'all are such wonderful kids, and we all miss you so much, and I miss your smiling faces and the joy that you bring to my heart. And I hope that you are finding joy outside in the beautiful weather and all of God's creations. And I hope you make your own lava lamp at home. All you need is a Coke bottle with a top and some oil and water and one Alka-Seltzer pill. And I bet your grandma or your grandpa has some Alka-Seltzer at their house. So find it and make you one. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.